welcome aboard to another epic flight of the Phoenix. I've got a passenger on board. Say hello, Phil.
Hello, Phil. Hello, Barry.
We are on our way, day 3 of a major excursion on our way to Burketown, which is at the bottom of the Gulf of Carpentaria, up the top of Queensland, because up there is a very unique meteorological phenomena, you have to say that carefully, known as the Morning Glory. We started on Monday morning from Benalla, home base. Where do we stop on the way, Phil? We stopped for fuel at Tomorrow. And then we overnighted at Walgett. Then we flew from Walgett to...
That's a good question.
Charleville. We got some fuel in Charleville. And then we flew to Longreach last night.
Check out the Qantas Aviation Museum.
Which was very interesting. Didn't have enough time because we wanted to get going. So we're in the air now. We're going to stop at Julia Creek, named after my daughter. We're going to stop at Julia Creek for a little bit of go juice, and then we will be on to Burketown after that. We're sitting up at 8,500 feet. We're doing about 100 knots true airspeed. We've got a nice wind up behind us, so we're doing about 130 knots, which is 250 kilometres an hour over the ground.
The reason that Barry's been able to do all of this is because he's got a very nice autopilot in this Phoenix. Thank you very much, Barry. And had it set at 95 indicated, which we had, true was ground speed was 130 odd.
130 odd, so we just backed it off a bit because we had a bump.
Yeah, so whilst there's no thermals around, there's no convective air, we're able to cruise along pretty quick.
So the Morning Glory, it's a type of wave cloud. The actual Morning Glory cloud can be up about 1,000 feet high. You can climb 2,000 or 3,000 feet above it, literally surfing on the front of it. And these clouds come down from the northeast just before dawn through Burketown, and they're travelling at about 60 kilometres an hour. If you get up in front of them in an aeroplane, you can literally surf on them and ride along the front of them. Clouds can be 1,000 kilometres long, going right up across the Gulf. We don't go out to sea, we just stay close to land for obvious reasons, namely big crocodiles. So when in Burketown chasing Morning Glories, our daily routine is going to be wake up at something like 4 o'clock. Well, no, check the weather before we go to bed on Windy.
Ooh, that's a midnight pee for you, isn't it, Baz?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Thank you. We get up about 4:30, check the weather, check the satellite and see if there's any sign. We'll probably go out anyway because you don't want to miss one in case there is. We're staying at the Savannah Lodge. It's about a half-hour walk in the dark out to the airport. We'll have the plane fueled and ready from the night before. And have everything ready. First civil light is something like 6:10 in the morning. So we want to be in the plane, engine warmed up, ready to go, so that 6:10 we're rolling. And we'll take off and fly off over to the coast and along towards the north east. And pray that we see a glory coming the other way. When we get to it, we will turn the engine off, turn along in front of it. That cloud is then travelling at about 60 kilometres an hour over the ground. We hop on the front of them and we can just follow along.